Shifting gears one more time, I want to go more to Shelby and some personal observations and questions about where you're at and how you reflect on this. So as a dominant leader in the business and a very, very key aspect of the improvement efforts, the strategic initiatives of the business, how is it you personally stay motivated to overcome the challenges? Because this is not an easy thing that we do, this change thing. How do you personally stay motivated?
This is a personal one, and I think you'll actually appreciate this. What was it? What kind of horses were we? Road horses.
War horses.
War horses.
War horses. Maybe road horses. I don't know. War horses. I wouldn't say thoroughbred.
No, definitely not a thoroughbred.
I'd say something else. Yeah.
What's funny about that is recently I was sitting down with our CEO, just one-on-one kind of a conversation, and I expressed to him that I spend my whole life where there's an opportunity for an improvement, being very polite about it.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked at me and he smiled and he said, "You do." He goes, "You don't get to go where it's fun, do you?" I was like, "No,
where it's easy."
That's right.
Yeah.
So it is. So it's interesting because I reflect on this a lot personally,
Sure.
and I don't want this to come off in the wrong way. But I've been doing this for a long time, and I've shared. Came up through engineering manager, quality manager, lead operations, a lot of CI in and out, right? And and you get kind of towards the back half of everything, and you start thinking about, well, how am I going to really leave a legacy behind?
Sure.
And I think what I landed on is, a couple times a year I do formal training. And it is fun, but what I really like is getting out there and developing people and watching the
Sure.
people change. And part of that, though, is, and it all aligns. The interesting thing is a lot of people think that things are in conflict. Because not only is it watching them grow, but it's watching them learn how what they're doing actually touches the business metrics. So you shouldn't be doing continuous improvement as a hobby.
Right.
It's about, am I really changing the service to the customer? And through that, am I really changing the performance of the business? And so I think what motivates me and what gets me out there is not only the leading and what goes with that, but I think watching that the talent grow around
The development. Yeah.
and there's people, it's interesting. I got people ranging from mid-career down to very early career, and they have to develop at the level where they're most effective at. So it's fun,
Sure.
and you
Sure.
get to meet a lot of people,
Well, I think you've
get to see the
answered.
culture.
I think you've answered the kind of the next question I had in my mind. But I would think then the thing that would make you most proud of your personal contribution would be the way people have evolved or the way the business has evolved.
Yeah, it actually touches both. You mentioned at the beginning of this that since we've been working together, we've divested. We divested about 30% of the business.
Sure.
Since then, we've grown back larger. We've more than doubled.
Sure.
Where we divested to, and along the way, we've become more profitable.
That's a good thing.
That is a good thing because, when you think about that, think about the people around the business that their livelihoods rely on having a good, safe workplace and a good, steady job.
Sure.
And that's one of the reasons that I think SBX has been so successful, is that vision, that leadership structure.
Sure.
It's provided for this.
Absolutely.
Right?
I call it the good fight.
That's right.
Gotta have the good fight.
It's been a really good fight.
Yeah.
What I feel good about on the personal side, though, is hopefully this will continue well beyond. I'm not going to the sunset yet, but I'm looking west. I can see it.